Guard and into Crimson's really nice this game too. There's a lot of really good defensive options for the Underlord. He could just go all out auras and be pretty pleased with himself, I think. Probably gonna let the Chen get them, and then he'll probably just work on the pipe and the Crimson though.
Who has better late game here? I have an interesting power spike dynamic where Slark TA will probably have these little peaks a little bit earlier before the Monkey King Dusa are totally ready to go. But the nature of those two heroes with the Pangolier makes me think NIP will be able to hold out long enough for Dusa and Monkey King to get big. But then you have this Slark who scales kind of infinitely versus the Dusa in some ways with the Essence Shift. I feel like Empire are going to have to be really conscious of their timings. Like, they're going to have to fight early, but they're not like all in on fighting early, though they have to get a little bit of map control. They need to be able to control Roche.
Yeah, I don't think the game is like over when it reaches a certain point, but I feel like I would rather be on the side of NIP, like with the Rubik and
like
the Venge.
60 minutes, I would rather have the Monkey King, Dusa, Pango, Venge.
Sure.
It's so dependent on items though, because like Pill and Monkey can both fall in that same camp of two heroes that just suddenly stop getting farm in the mid game because they're like running around the map too much, and Medusa's taking the safe farm, and they're just kind of awkwardly trying to keep up, you know? So it really just depends on how much momentum they can keep in terms of their itemization.
Yeah. I think the game plan for NIP might be a little bit easier. It's kind of just stall out. They're probably going to come at us, and we just need to play some good defense, and then we'll have these moments where we can strike back. For Empire, I think we're going to need to see some more of that cohesive item timing. That was our hallmark of our day one. Stood out to me. It was the amount of games where we saw teams coordinating these, like, all right, I've got the BKB, I've got the Radiance, I've got the Deso. They're all coming out within 2 minutes of each other. We're going to go cripple them right now.
Yeah, and they looked good. Empire had a great game. A great series versus Alliance.
That gives me some hope for Empire here, but very finicky around these item timings. Two Platinum heroes, though. Smiling Knight, the Platinum Slark, and Lightless, the Platinum TA. Trent, oh, buddy.
Wow. The grinders.
Some overlays here.
Oh, overlays from Monster?
Monster Energy. Thank you, Monster, for help making our Dota dreams come true with this tournament. It's delicious.
I have so many Dota dreams.
Thank you for helping me wake up this morning, Monster. Your sugar-free, low-carb Monster Energy was fantastic.
Attaboy.
16 fluid ounces of this. Look, I got a can of it right here, Trent. This sweet, sweet nectar.
I'm clicking Meepos.
Tear into a can. This energy drink on the planet. Low-carb Monster Energy. Low calories, no compromise. That's what low-carb Monster Energy is all about.
Makes sense to me.
So, there you go, folks. Let's get back into it.
Just saying, I was totally being James on that.
Yeah?
Yeah, oh yeah. I was winning. It doesn't count mine, though. It doesn't let me click them.
Telling you, dude. It's just whack a ping advantage. We're on EU servers, baby. You weren't winning those meepos.
Oh, Snake are going to zone back Eknar a little bit. Well, laning. Charlie coming down to the bottom lane on the Medusa.
Whoa, we got a lane rotation.
Yeah, oh, we got lanes, baby.
Oh, jeez. All right, so Slarky TP's top. Old Games comes back down to the bottom.
Seems like Slark doesn't feel like getting snaked over and over.
After all the walking we saw, they're just going to go straight for the TP game, and NIP not going to rotate, at least not yet. So that means Pango is going to be solo up top against the Slark. It's Monkey King versus TA mid. That's going to give us this try-on-try down bottom. You got Rubik Venge alongside the Medusa. Then you've got this Nyx Underlord with a Chen nearby. I think I like this NIP tri-lane just a little bit more, buddy.
Yeah, it depends with the Chen, of course. You know, that's the thing that can really turn things, but no crazy good creeps these days at the earlier levels because the max level of 3, so I would probably concur with you for the most part. I like the positioning that Charlie's in right now, that's for sure, in terms of the creeps, because they've blocked off the first one, and then they're probably going to try and block the small camp again, I would think, with Seneko. And meanwhile, that TP works out. I'm guessing he didn't see him in the tree line.
I'm guessing that as well. I was tunnel visioning on.
Yeah, me too. I did not think he would get the kill.
Well, it looks like seller case from NIP, given all of the tips, and then they dropped the bounty.
That first blood brought to you by Monster Energy.
He's still in the
Of course,
well.
it wasn't brought to you, so I don't know where we're at now. All right, guys, we're getting warmed up. We're ready to go.
Oh, bottom lane. Nick's
top lane, too. Top lane.
Oh, my gosh. Another kill. On to Smiling Knight. Even with Egnart up here, they finish him off again. The string of tips, they're getting in his head. They're certainly getting in my head. I didn't see the second one coming either, Trent.
Foul.
Well, these lanes.
I think that once someone TV's up, he's going to be okay.
Well, these
At
lanes
least
have been a disaster, though, for Empire. Look at the CS difference. CS has 6. She's the leader.
Yeah, he didn't have to do the walk of shame thanks to the Chen Divine Favor. That would have been so much worse.
True.
And they had already called him up on the last one.
I mean, this mid lane, though, 16-6 on the Monkey King compared to the 6-2 of Lightless. This is about as one-sided as it gets. MK's getting everything he wants and might even have a kill here. He solos Lightless. I caught that one,
Hits him with the my bad. She knows. Yeah, the Monkey was pretty nice. Because, like, who was, you know, if he went side lane, it was going to be good, right? Mid lane's decent. I don't believe it's supposed to be that good.
I don't think it's supposed to be this good, but...
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
See how TA recovers. I'm going to tunnel vision on this mid lane a little bit. Now, I also want to give a special shout out here, Trent, to that one person representing Empire in game with their pennant.
Wow.
That one Empire fan up there. Shout out to you. I hope you're listening on Dota TV. Good on you, bud.
Way to go. Keep
that
those
one
pennants.
Person. I wish I had an Empire pennant. They've got to be going up in value. They're like a rare breed these days.
I have a DK pennant and a Mouse Sports pennant.
Fortified.
How much for that Mouse Sports pennant?
You can back off,
how
buddy.
How many toonies? Are they even tradable?
I don't know.
They're all underground market for disbanded team pennants.
You keep casting. I'll see if I can buy one on the market so that it goes to 2.
Well, I don't know if you count because you're in a broadcaster slot.
Oh, it's 6 cents right now.
Oh, man. What did they start at when those things debuted? What were they, $2? $3? I can't remember. That was so long ago.
I don't even remember how you got
Now,
them.
that's an interesting Dota. I think you can just buy them straight up. That's an interesting Dota trivia. Like, who has the most pennants still active in Dota? There's got to be somebody.
I feel like now I kind of want to collect them all now that I know they're only 6 cents. I'm going to artificially inflate the price of pennants right now by telling everyone that. Guys, go out there right now to that Steam market, buy some pennants, help out Gabe,
like
and raise this number 1, guys. I want a 2 by the end of this game.
A forgotten part in Dota's history.
Bottom lane, Master's in here real deep.
He's in some trouble. I don't think there's an exit strategy here. James coming in, looking for a stun. Seneko.
Oh, that was sick.
Let's see the Knicks on the high ground, and this whole dive works out. TP's home with like 20 HP or something.
And the worst case scenario, it was at 5 minutes, which means James then gets both of the runes too. So I believe they just got, they got 3 out of the 4. Saberlight got 1 up top.
I thought this Underlord was crazy, but that was a pretty crafty little play there. Meanwhile, back in the mid, Supreme still giving him the hurt. About 500 net worth advantage right now.
I'm about to double up on him in terms of last hits here.
Level 6 now on the MK. Lightless still only halfway through 5, so it's a full level advantage on.
Chasing Eknar a little bit here, but no long-term plans here.
Sorry, guys. I never clicked save on the swap fighters thing. Had him on the wrong side. There you go. Empire's Radiant and NIP is dying.
Classic.
I'm on it. I'm only halfway through my first monster, folks. It's all uphill from here. Or no, down. No, uphill.
Uphill. Yeah.
It's going to get better.
All right. Is uphill better? Uphill sounds better.
Saying it's all downhill from here certainly doesn't sound better, so we're going to stick with uphill. Sorry about that, folks.
You're just keeping them on your toes. I know how you like to.
Yeah, I like to sprinkle in some pop quizzes.
Yeah.
You know? I like to role play as a professor sometimes. Put on my Nahaz hat. Quiz time, children! Now, we'll
look into this.
make something happen here. He does pop the ulti. Rolling Thunder back onto Eknart. Okay. And there you go, the kill.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
That was a weird moment where it was oddly quiet and then he just died.
Give him the smackdown.
They forced the TP out of James, but nothing comes of it. Seneko.
They have Fade Bolt in a second here.
Oh.
Yeah, he's just dead.
Okay.
They just chased him in the tree line, him with another swashbuckle. That creep's gonna take some tower shots here. Arrow's only gonna take one.
He'll be fine.
Wow, what a poor start here for old Empire.
Checking out this awesome ward battle here in mid, which NIP will also find a victory.
I mean, this Slark is 0-3-0.
Yes.
And he's doing the walk back top again.
Yes. And TA, lowest of their 3 cores on Empire. She's still in Strug City, so that leaves us with good old Mastery. He's the leading farmer on the team, about even with the Pango, 2,900 net worth, level 5.
Yeah, of course, we haven't pointed out that the Medusa is also not having that great of a time. And despite the other 2 cores on the side of an IP, that's probably why this game looks a little bit even. Because the Medusa, she's well down there. She's by the Nyx assassin in terms of net worth. I mean, look where Charlie's sitting. He's like, I can't do anything.
This is one of the hallmarks of the Underlord, and this is I talked about in the draft with matchups. Generally against melee heroes is where you see him dominate like this, but against a ranged hero like Dusa, with all that atrophy aura, he's gone for the second point. You just can't last hit against him. Dusa's got 75 straight up. Underlord's got 90 plus whatever his aura is, so 90 plus 47 right now. Almost like 2x over the Dusa. It's as if he has a double damage rune pretty much at all times. I don't really blame Charlie. There's not much you can do.
And his supports are trying to rotate to make stuff happen in the other lanes, but not finding that success in the mid lane yet. Still just the one solo kill as they start working on Supreme here.
But the upside for NIP is having Supreme dominate like this is incredible for the Monkey King. Deuce is always going to be able to recover those stacks. We'll see this skirmish break out mid. Monkey King actually drops the Wukong's command, finishes off Ekdard. He doesn't even bother running. Now he's going to turn on Sightless. This is disastrous for Empire. A double for Supreme. They get a shutdown kill here. It could be big. James does have a stun. They'll find it. Makes it a 1 for 2, but still pretty crippling for the TA.
They kind of had to go for that, though, because they know that he's ahead, and they were so close to stopping the Wukong's command from coming off. He tried to stun him from James on the next assassin, but just landed a little bit too late as he was running over to hit him. So unable to get the ulti canceled, and that's what obviously did the vast majority of the damage there. Just close that one out. But he has no tree dance yet as well in that mid lane, so at least they were able to get the follow-up kill.
Charlie right here. Trent, look at this. Look at this man. Now, a lot of people in this scenario would be pinging their support saying, guys, I need stacks to recover. This man makes his own stacks, Trent.
He makes his own luck.
Recovery right here.
He's gonna, just like the Titanic.
Is that the theme of this tournament? Make your own luck? Yep. I like that. That's a good Dota theme.
Radiant's
when I solo queue, I make my own luck. I 1v5 him. Hashtag Morphling.
Yeah, but you don't know how to play Morphling.
I don't know how to play. I dream about playing Morphling. Well, like if Billy Zane played a Dota hero, I think he'd play Morphling.
Oh, okay, yeah, well that makes sense.
I was really getting into the Titanic.
Yeah, that's just logical. Vendetta in the mid lane here. They have a sentry down though. And I feel like James is aware of this, judging by how he's playing. That is a lot of heroes here.
Radiant structures.
Yeah, he's playing right on the edge of this sentry, so some good game sense there. A good Nyx assassin knows. Drops the stun, set up, but the defensive swap, Saberlight, he's gonna survive. And they just walk away. They force the TPs from Empire and go, all right. Well, that was fun. See you later, guys. Nice TP, losers.
All right, this is kind of space.
We'll call it space. Yeah. Charlie's recovering.
He's up to treads now. He's catching up to that Templar assassin. How about our Slark, though? Smiling Knight started, of course, 0-3-0. He's okay. He's catching up to that Pango.
Yeah, from a raw net worth perspective, it isn't that big of a lead for NIP. But I very much fear for the dynamic of TA being pretty low in terms of the cores, and Monkey King being the top. You know, Dusa, I'm not worried about her ability to recover. TA certainly can recover from stacks, but I always think of TA as a little bit of a driver's seat kind of hero, and Monkey King in a similar role. He's going to have a very fast Echo
Radiant's
Saber
top
here.
tower is
Without
under
looking,
attack.
what do you think the Dota Plus says right now?
Definitely favoring NIP. I'm going to guess like 65-35 NIP.
It's actually 76% in favor of NIP at 12 minutes.
Dire's bottom tower.
That's
is
a pretty
under attack.
heavy advantage at this
Radiant's top tower.
I don't know if I go quite
surprised.
75. It's
Radiant's
only
top
like a
tower has
500
fallen.
net worth lead. Even less. It's like 250.
It doesn't believe in what they've accomplished so far with this Chen and TA, I think. I think it's like, yo, you guys should probably have done a lot more by now.
I think it would certainly prioritize the gay farm to some degree. That is
Radiant's
alarming.
top tower
See
is
the
under attack.
engagement up top. Pango doing some work. James. Oh. They find him.
What's the opposite of regicide?
My thrift rewarded.
Great work, gentlemen.
Yeah, not a lot you can do
8-2.
there.
Pango's also had a pretty incredible game so far. Already has the Vlad's Arcane Boots, #2 on net worth.
I feel like every time I look at him, he's just running at someone. I'm surprised he even has this many last hits.
Oh, he
Radiant's
didn't take
bottom
the
tower is
Centaur.
under
They're going to let
attack.
Lightless keep it.
Dire's top tower
Nice
is
little
under
gifty.
attack.
Ah, nifty. That was 5 mid from Empire for a moment there. Also, their fan base has doubled. We officially have
Oh
2
my God.
pennants now watching Empire. Shout out to you, second pennant carrier.
Thank you. You did it. I'm so proud. Way to go. Can I get 3? I feel like a streamer asking for subs. Can I get 3 Empire pennants? Can we do it?
We're trying to rally anyone with a pennant here.
Can we get the pennant train going, guys?
You
Come
can
on.
also DM me on Twitter for a quick interview of what it's like to be a legacy pennant holder.
Give me an
Your
emotional
input is
connection
much
to your
appreciated.
pennant. When I bought this pennant, I was still with my fiance.
Can we get like a Suns fan pennant power ranking block? Like I gotta get it on the power ranking hype train. Take the Aghanim's tort.
Dire's bottom tower is under
Suns
attack.
fan, you got your hands full with Path of Guardian or whatever. I want to be the new Aghanim's guy.
I think he just did another one not that long ago. I don't think he's ready to give it up. I mean, then he did his taunts one, too.
Suns fan, how
The taunts
much
one's pretty good.
to buy the rights to the Aghanim Scepter blogs?
After our Templar Assassin getting zoned away
Whoa.
from Ancients.
Nice swap into a Rubik. Follow up into a Monkey King. This should be a pretty easy kill. They've got the Sentry Ward. Now, Mastery does have an Atos. That's going to slow down Supreme, but they've got another swap. That pulls the TA back in. She's down. Now Eknar going to be in some trouble. Jingu Mastery comes up, but Assassin, that'll force a repel. And he cancels it. Look at that.
This hero doesn't seem very good without like 80 ancient camps. Templar Assassin hero.
No. And that is the disparity, right? Look at Dusa. She's overtaken her now. Charlie's been clearing out some of these big
Radiant
ancient
structures
stacks.
are fortified.
And now he's going to join the team fight a little bit. He says, guys, I want to fight mid. Stone Gaze, out comes the Wukongs, and Mastery is going to be in big trouble. Saber's already out, so the Wukong's pretty deadly at 15 minutes.
Radiant's middle tower
And that's a
has
tier
fallen.
tower mid.
Valiant Knight kind of wants to get on this as a Slark with the Diffusal, but he can't get there in time. Supreme still can't get the jump up here. I think
Okay,
might get
does
him.
get the stun. I think Supreme's in trouble here. Doesn't have much follow-up.
Oh, no
Saberlight
swap
does come
charges.
in, but yeah, had to use both of them to kill that TA.
Desperately need a kill, and it did go to the Slark, so TA might have been a little bit better just to like how important her time is there right now, but as long as it's one of those 2 cores, you can be pretty happy with that.
Dire's middle tower
And now they
is
want to
under
get
attack.
a similar take on
Dire's
the mid lane here.
structures are fortified.
Tasted Up Venge does have the swap available.
Mastery playing frontliner right now. There's the first swap. Now Smiling Knight jumps in, wants to finish off the Venge. Saberlight breaking things up a little bit. The Smiling Knight has to turn. Now goes in onto Charlie, but he's already used the Shadow Dance.
What is
Neko
he
does end
doing?
up falling, but I don't think they want to trade Slark for this. Beautiful body blocks from Saberlight. But, yeah, support for core. NIP
Radiant's top
certainly
tower is
happy
under
there.
attack.
Yeah, I think he thought his whole team was like pushing in or something or had something, but he was alone. Yeah, from my perspective, that's just like, where are you
Radiant's
going,
top
bud?
tower is under attack.
They're not there.
Shout out to all the BTS fans that have hearkened the call. 6 pen holders now, Trent.
This is amazing.
Their fans are multiplying. They've learned how to spawn.
Wow, Empire. I'm sure they're getting the residual transactions from that.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
The residuals. Fake while down bottom. It is going to fill them with motivation as they go in onto the Pangolier, and Saberlight will get put 6 feet under, but now James. Now, damn, they even tip him for that.
Dire's top tower.
I like to
is
think that
under
whenever there's a
attack.
little like transaction to the Steam market, Gabe has it set as like a push notification on his phone. Just like this little like ching, 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 ching. Think about how satisfying that would be. Every single time anything was sold on the
Dire's
Steam
middle
market.
tower is under
Shit, dude,
attack.
I need that for my books. Every time a copy of the ebook sold,
You might as well just
I
get
want
a
a
foghorn,
Jake.
dude. You can use it as an alarm one.
That's what we need in the studio. Here we go. Monkey King. He's going to be isolated, but does get off the ulti. They're all standing in it. The Wukong's command absolutely obliterating. James down. Mastery down. Now the Smiling Knight getting swamped in every which direction. It's a
Radiant's
bloody
bottom tower is
massacre
under
down
attack.
bottom. The ninjas have
Radiant's
stuck
bottom
daggers
tower
into the
has
backs of
fallen.
their enemies.
And the way that they just like walk this Medusa, and you never know if they're gonna be here like completely fighting around her, or if she's just gonna like alt TP away, or just be a total nuisance. But the Monkey King can just turn any fight into an instant victory. Feels like if you have the better numbers, it just feels so easy to win with that hero. But nice job by Lightless. He was camping the high ground, and then he used the trap to get the kill into the Rubik after the meld strike and everything.
That's cute. Need to be a little careful though. NIP still have some resources here. Holy Thunder is available. Also some swaps. There's the Manta style. Underlord using that Dark Rift. But NIP ain't scared. They're going to go right in onto James. They popped the dust.
They are lower on numbers.
Do not have the Rubik. That's true. Wukong's still down for 45. Maybe this is a mistake to hang around. Dusa now in the front line. Still no Stone Gaze. Go in onto the TA. They get it disarmed. They're trying to right-click Smiling Knight. Charlie now low on mana. Might not end well for the Medusa. She's taking some damage, but also dishing it out. Now Lightless going to be stuck against the Pango. A long, drawn-out fight, but it is going to be NIP that start to overtake it. Lightless, Eknart, and James down. Now Smiling Knight looking to survive. Jumps over the tree line. It's going to be a 1-on-4. He's got nowhere to go and just accepts his unfortunate fate. That Dusa, man, she lost her mana bar, but never really got that
Radiant's
low on
bottom
HP.
tower is under attack.
Sat there doing her thing. Throwing out some snakes,
Radiant
right-clicking.
structures
I feel like
are
NIP
fortified.
just
damage.
called that
Dire
bluff. Empire
structures
just
are
did like a
Radiant's
flop
bottom
shove
tower
there.
is
That's
under
NIP
attack.
were like, I think we can handle it.
The disarm.
That was a straight 4v5.
yeah. Looks like
Lane?
Mastery is just Gonzo here.
Yep.
Radiant's bottom
Oh,
tower
the
is under
TP.
attack.
There's going to be a boundless. No.
Not Gonzo.
Not Gonzo. That was Primal Spring.
This
Echo
TA's
Saber,
life
though.
is this TA's life's so hard though. Like she's fighting into Pango Disarm and the Heaven's Halberd.
Yes, cool build from the Monkey King. You know, like, Echo Saber, one of those items, the earlier you get it, the more devastating it feels. And he had it at pre-10 minutes, I think.
It's actually such a good Radiance game too. I hope he finishes it.
Feels pretty likely. I mean, there are still 3 tier 2s. Even though NIP are kind of controlling the game, they haven't been pushing too aggressively. But as we always go back to, the disarm is what we talked about with Halberd, but it's solid stats on Monkey King. Evasion, strength, status resistance.
Radiant are scanning.
It makes a typically pretty squishy hero actually a little bit beefy. 2100 HP. Slouch.
Oh, they're gonna go for a Halberd of their own on the Underlord as well. The Atos into the Halberd. So no auras to help out the team in these big 5v5s, unfortunately. The only one
My thrift
I have is the mech on the Chen.
Guardian's actually not far for Saberlight. Gold
Feels like a Crimson would be so good.
for Empire.
Yeah.
Dire's top
Monkey.
tower is under attack.
Yeah.
Dire's top tower has
But
fallen.
they're
I like
smoking
Crimson.
in.
What are we going to find? Nyx Assassin, probably not the target, and they just walk into the pit. Now, TA did have a trap down.
Yeah.
They get the sentries, so NIP maybe baiting a little bit here. They know that Empire knows.
Dire's top tower.
There goes Ana.
Okay, oh. Max still has the all heal, gonna save it. James walks in, a little save your buddy syndrome. Always a bummer when you fall victim to that and you also don't save your buddy.
Oh, I get the impale too on Era. Such a good seal. Level 4 impale.
You know, it feels like Era has been playing very well on support. Like, he was a core player for so many years. And it seems like some players maybe struggle to transition into roles like that, but he really hasn't seemed to have too many issues. He's looked good in the games that we've seen.
Yeah. Master trying to distract a little bit here, but team's still going to get Roche. Master's just going to be forced to ulti out.
Dark Rift down. Does go to that tier 2 top, so could still join a battle if Empire pick an engagement.
So now they've stolen away the first Aegis from the Deso, Blink, TA, and now they're going to try and run at them. So this is the classic, let's hope they spread out. They might have seen the Medusa go down bottom. She has left them with that Aegis.
Not that far away, though. And she's farming the triangle. We'll be able to join this fight. A little bit easier
swap here, though.
Assassin to play Human War. They go in onto Saberlight. Remember, he's got the mech, and now the swap saves him. Wukong's command. Charlie pops the Stone Gaze. That's it. I love it. Empire. They try the Hail Mary. They say, guys, this game is a disaster. Let's call in, see if we can get a pick. That fight ends disastrously, and they call it. A quick one, but honestly, very
That swap
little
right at the end was on 1 second cooldown as they were going on the Pago, and then he just gets it right.